I'm Jamie, welcome to Tradespotting. This is TA for busy people. GME is the focus of this episode, and if you've not seen me before, thanks for stopping by. I'm Jamie. The divergence on this low, prices came back up again. They touched the 618, which is what they're likely to do, having broke through and retested the 236 as they did. Came back through, having that retouched at the 0.5, recovered, put in what I like to use instead of head and shoulders, just this type of line through the trend to see about breaks and confirmations, and what's also very relevant would be gaps. And here we got all of that. So it is, as I go by, an inverted head and shoulders and a more successful workout, more than 50% likely to work out. So this is what it will go to. Measured move, of course, log chart. Get above that. Your next move takes us up to test out at the next level of horizontal support and resistance at 197, that sort of area. I could drop a horizontal line in there. Go up to the 4-hour time frame. You can see this pattern that we're in starting to emerge. What is up here at the top of that measured move? Well, interestingly, and you know this is one of the ways you can do your work, you take your Fibonacci from the ultimate to high there at this point, what was part of the move, down to the low, comes in. It's above the 236, that'd be really positive at this level of support. That comes in at around 189, so it would be that there'll be some sort of battle there and price action. There'll also be a little bit of one around 181 to 182 at the golden pocket retrace of this breakdown of the support level around 197. By the time we get back up there and test that, we'll also be above the golden pocket retrace on the Fibonacci that took us from the bottom of the saucer up to the right hand side of that cup there. So that's a very positive area to get to. If we can do that, you definitely say that this downtrend has ended. We've put in a turnaround. Price action is then logical, technical analysis, all rational analysis of this would say that you'd be looking at areas to the top side. And for the imminent price action, should we reach those levels, and those levels at the top side, you only need to reach right around 197, 198. Open and close above that level. Price action then, it's a hop, skip and a jump, right? It's 250 and then 260. That's where it'll go. It won't piss about in between stages, right? Although there is a 0.5 retrace at 232. There is heavy area of support and resistance. Truth is, you'll have come so far by the time you've reached it, you're likely to go on and then maybe perhaps come back for a retest. But like, who cares about that unless you're a paper-handed fanny, in which case. And then so you got a gap up here, right? Is it going to fill that? Yeah, we'll do it by the end of the week. That would be nice to see, wouldn't it? I don't know if it will. It'd be nice to see. Does it need to? No, we're already killing it, guys. Now we are on this 4-hour time frame. I know we've come from the 15-minute, right? But hey, that's where we started. So here is where we find ourselves. You can see that they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, call it 4, 5, now 6 touches. Now I say you can see it, but you can't necessarily. I'm going to remove everything. 5 to 6 touches, perhaps 5.5, perhaps 6 of this demand line that comes in here, even without it drawn on there. Like, I would hope that is quite obvious to people, right? Because this is, you'll need that, right? That skill, let's call it, to be able to see that, right? And then on the top side of that thing, you'll also probably be able to see that it's not as obvious, but in terms of body closes, and particularly on the weekly time frame, drag this out, look at our highs, and we can see, like there's some areas here. Hi, Coco. Where does everything? Sorry, busy people. Coco demands priority, right? So people will be talking about this, and they'll say like, "Oh, this is what this is, right?" It's like something like this here, and there's a case to be made about something like that, but. If you actually draw it across, you see where most of the touches come in at the body closes here, the wick high here, the wick high here, and right, there maybe give or take a couple of bucks, right? But like, it doesn't really matter. And like, I will give or take a couple of bucks, right? I'll even tell you that close enough is near enough, and this analysis is good. This is the top side of that thing. Now, I don't need to draw that line on, partly because I've already got another line on there, and this is an ascending triangle, and the measured move on that, which looks like bigger perhaps, right? It's from the first touch at the bottom to the first touch at the top. You might think, hey, that looks huge, and then he's telling me this is a measured move. That's the way it's less, but actually look, that's magic, right? It's a log chart, and so it's about relative percentage increases, and that relative percentage increase is a more accurate way of doing your technical analysis. That takes you to $500. Boom, $500 for GME. You think that's good news? It is good news. It's new all-time highs. might be a retrace, might come down to 343. Are you going to be a paper-handed fanny? Watch what happens to the paper-handed fannies when they think that they can make the most of that move. Look how they get their socks blown off, and it'll be goodbye, and we'll be going to the party, and you won't have the money to buy the tickets because they'll be far more expensive by the time you realise what's going on. Because $500, my friend, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And what do you mean nothing? Well, I mean, I'll just give you like this brief rundown because it's for busy people. This is the Fibonacci that controls price action at the minute. This is where it takes you to, the extension on it, and the measured move, the ones that come in of interest, the ones that algorithms will be based around, the one that people who follow about 4 or 5 of the main philosophies with regards to TA will be looking at. It's going to lead to actually like 1414 on this thing, $1,400. That'll probably where it goes to. And in the meantime, yeah, sure, it takes a little bit of a pause at 484. You think? Maybe not, mate. Maybe not. Maybe it just goes straight to 1,000. Maybe it goes straight to 1,090. And that's your TA, folks. That's your TA for GME. I'm going from the 15-minute up to the weekly. Hope you liked it that way round. We can try it all kind of ways here, right? It's that kind of relationship, right? We're very open that way. Anything that suits you, any time span, any ticker, any tickle, any tackle, anything you like. It's trade spotting. It's made for you.